All right, what's up, gang? So I'm gonna be doing a live reaction to the Nate Diaz Jorge Masvidal fight that happened last night. I actually wasn't gonna do a reaction video, but after watching the fight, um, man, these two put in good work, man. It was actually a really good fight. Um, Not even comparing it to that Shakur Stevenson fight, man. That fight, I actually turned it off in the 10th round. I'm not really a big boxing fan, but I'm trying to get into boxing, especially this week with no MMA fights. And yeah, Shakur Stevenson definitely didn't put on a show, but these 39-year-olds put on a show. You know, two MMA guys coming together, and yeah, just putting on a really good fight, man. I didn't expect the fight to be. I didn't expect both fighters to come out and put on a show like they did. But yeah, man. So we're gonna break it down a little bit. I was having some technical difficulties, so um, it's my what is this? Hopefully, it's the third time it's the charm. First two videos were kind of choppy, so hopefully this one is good. So yeah, let's go into it a little bit. So when we see here, let's start with Nate. Nate, 36 out of 316 jabs. Jorge 30 out of 204. Jorge was definitely more accurate everywhere, and he landed the bigger and more accurate punches. Nate came through, man. Nate is durable as heck, man. Even in the UFC, man, he put on a show, especially um, when it talks about Connor, you know, um, him who who was he fighting? Who did he like? Who was it? Man, oh Leon. Yeah, that fight against him and Leon. And Leon's a great, kickboxer, great striker. And, Nate could hang with the best of the best when it comes to boxing. So but yeah, man, honestly, for this fight, let's continue. Let's continue. Um Body punches, um Jorge landed the most power punches, 152 out of 450 by Jorge, 115 out of 424 for Nate. Man, the output was crazy. These dudes were throwing down. This is insane. The output is just insane. The output is just insane, man. Okay, so let's continue. Nate, 151 out of 740 punches total, and Jorge, 182 out of 654. So watching the fight first, I would give the first couple rounds to Nate. He came through. He was the output was crazy. The output was good. Um, but Jorge did not go away. Like I said, the better punches, more powerful punches, more accurate punches goes to Jorge. So I was definitely rooting for Jorge in this one. I thought he won. I thought he did enough to win. When you look at the numbers, um, he landed more, and he was definitely more accurate. So I would have to give it to Jorge, 96, 95, something like that. But when we check out the scorecard, let's see the scorecard real quick. So yeah, 95, 95. I could totally understand that. Um, 98, 92, 97, 93. I mean, Nate did not beat him 98, 92. Like this does this look like a 98, 92 fight to Diaz, or 97, 93 fight going to Diaz? I don't think so. But I mean, I don't know how they score. I guess, getting into boxing a little bit more, I guess it's a thing where sometimes, even the better guy, he doesn't win. I mean, it happens in MMA. sometimes as well. But I guess in boxing it happens more. But I don't know. I'm still new to all the boxing scene or whatever. But yeah, let's go back to the scorecards real quick. So yeah, 98, 92, 97, 93, and 95, 95. This is the more sane judge because I don't know um I don't know what these judges were smoking on. Yeah, it was definitely not. That's crazy. So we're gonna listen to a little bit of the post fight interview um that Jorge gave after the fight. So let's start.
What's up? Maybe sip of this Heineken real quick.
Jorge, my man, how are you? Great fight. Thought it was phenomenal. Solomon thought it was a very close fight. How do you think the judges scored? Did you think it was far off?
Um, I I definitely know the judges were influenced by the crowd because a lot of those shots were landing in the corner. I was just getting my timing, throw three, four shots, it wouldn't.
And one thing I want to say is that I thought Jorge was gonna be like more pissed off after the fight, but I was, kind of shocked that he was really calm. It looked like he went out there and he had fun, and I think in his heart he know he won that fight. You know what I mean? Um, I thought Jorge won, and I thought he was gonna be pissed, but as with your first boxing fight, um, big crowd, uh, you know he should be proud of himself. So, yeah, salute to Jorge.
Land, and then I throw a good power shot. I'd see that I'd hurt him, I'd back him up, or he'd start goofing around, hurt him to the body numerous times, and I think one or two of the judges only gave me 2 rounds. It's just no way. I definitely were looking at the fight right now in the locker room. The more meaningful shots and a lot more of the meaningful shots were landed by me. So I just feel that it didn't go my way, but whatever, man. We're 1-1. We could run it back in somewhere like Vegas, make it a new Triple H, and let's fucking throw down.
Last thing for me.
I would love to see a third fight between these guys. They're both gamers, man. They're both gamers. They both come to fight. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely I would love to see a third fight.
Dean Toole said it, posted it earlier. 15 months in the making. How crazy was it? This 15 months run with you and Diaz, this rematch boxing. Can you wrap it up shortly in 15 months and finally happening tonight?
A lot of ups and downs. The fight got moved numerous times. The camp was long. Thank God there was like no serious injuries. Towards the end, I got it. I had a couple injuries I had to battle through, but thank goodness I was able to make it here. All praise be to Jesus because I got this done, win or lose. It was a great experience. I learned a lot about the trade of boxing, the craft of boxing. Learned a lot about myself as well, and I got a lot of miles left in the tank. So I don't know who's going to be the next opponent, but we're going to be looking for somebody.
Hey,
Yes,
Jorge.
sir.
Carlo Cruz of Carlo Cruz MMA over here. Here. Oh, man. What was it like going into this one as a fighter and as well as a promoter? What was it like balancing both?
A little tougher than and just in the UFC where we just get handed one role, which is just fight, get in shape. So this was a little different, but fun, man. I'm a businessman and I loved it. This is
I'm a
I wouldn't
business,
do it
and
any
it's
other
a
way. This was
business,
amazing.
man.
We're determining how many pay-per-views we get to sell, all that shit. So I definitely love it. It's more hands-on.
Now, last question for me going forward. What's in the works maybe for your bare knuckle promotion? We expect some big shows coming up.
Yeah, we definitely got a show. We're gonna announce it pretty soon. We're gonna throw one down towards the mid to
I
the
thought
end
he
of
was
September. We
saying,
got some bangers, a title
I
fight
thought
on the
he
card,
was,
so it's gonna
I
be a
thought he
crazy
was
one.
saying he wanted
Jorge, so this is now
um
1-1,
Jorge to fight
but
bare
you have so
knuckle.
many different
I
options, right?
want
You
to
have
see
mixed
them
martial
box
arts, you have
again.
boxing, possibly something else. Do you know how you
I
would
want to
want to
see
do the
him
rubber match
and
with Nate
Nate
Diaz?
box
Where
again.
would you like to have it?
Definitely boxing. I guess call me a sore loser, and I don't want to do boxing. And if he wants to do MMA after
Yeah,
that, we could do it. But definitely want to do boxing over everything.
yeah.
Do it again.
You said you had a chance to kind of overlook the fight a little bit in the back. Was there anything that you saw in the footage that you kind of wasn't aware of during the fight? Because you said the crowd affected a lot of the possibly the judges. Is there anything you saw in the fight or in the footage?
Shit. I mean, from what I saw, I definitely hurt him more than he ever hurt me. I got way cleaner shots, especially to the body. He never even did anything to my body. I definitely hurt his body, and a couple of times that I hurt him, he
Yeah, he
backed up.
won. He won the
He put a lot
body
of pressure. He
punches
was
20
coming
to
forward, but he
27.
never hurt me. I don't think he landed any meaningful punches. But 8 rounds to two is like fucking nuts. But whatever, bro. It's California. I knew I had to get a knockout or you know some shit like this.
George, Josh Gross with the Orange County Register. 5 years ago in this building, Nate called you out. This felt like it could have been a full circle moment for you guys. Talk about seizing the moment in combat sports and how important that is for a fighter's career. And do you feel like you really did that with this promotion in this moment?
Definitely. I know no matter what, we put on a great fight. I mean, the shit people saying online, everybody's loving it. So I know it was a great fight, win or lose, and that's what another. Obviously, the win first over everything, but then entertaining the crowd is another big part of it. So I'm glad we got to entertain everybody. We could probably sell another arena wherever the fuck it's at.
Yeah.
After a long build up to this fight and this beef that's gone on for quite some time now, a lot of the promotional obligations, are you relieved that it's over now?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah, because I love to compete, and I just got to look for the next one. I'm a dog. I'm a field dog. I don't like being in no cage and no kettle, so I'm just gonna get right back to work, find the next opponent, get my ass in shape, and let's go.
So I know you know some things could be in the works, but what direction do you want to go? I mean,
Right now, shit, I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna sit down with my coaches, sit down with Solomon from Fam Meal, and figure it out. See Nate wants to run it back or whoever the fuck it is. I'm gonna just get in shape and try to take the head off.
and how many fights do you have left
I want to
contractually with the
see
UFC?
another fight.
With the UFC, I got a couple more. With Fam Meal, I got two. So I'm definitely gonna do those two boxing matches.
Especially
Jorge,
at
when you retired from MMA, you said
especially
you
at
liked
his
seeing him,
age,
like, you
man.
felt comfortable,
Yeah.
but you went through
Boxing
a whole training camp
39
and a whole
against someone
fight.
your
How did you feel
age.
out there? Do you still have that
No, I
He
felt
looked
that
great.
doubt?
I felt great. It's just boxing now, so you're not worried about takedowns, kicks, elbows, and knees. So it's a little easier to see the hands coming. I'm not trying to take anything away from boxing. MMA is a little different. You got more weapons coming at you.
Yeah.
But as far as tonight goes, I felt I was all right. I wasn't overwhelmed or nothing. It was a good night.
Is there another name, if Nate's not available to you, that you'd like to box against?
Shit, right now we just hit the drawing board, see who comes up, take his ass out.
Jorge, just one for me. I was watching the lead up to this fight and the videos that were released, and you said when you stopped training, you were kind of at the lowest point, mentally, going through some things in life, and you went for that 2-hour run. You said you felt right at home. I know a lot of us in here are talking to Jorge Masvidal, the fighter. We look at you as a fighter, but mental health is a big thing in combat sports, and we kind of got to look out for our fighters. So I just want to know, as a man, how are you doing, brother?
Definitely not where I wanted to be tonight. I wanted to get my hand raised by a knockout. I wouldn't have been happy if I would have got the decision. But as far as like mental peace and all that, I got a great team behind me. My family's behind me.
That
I
was a
got
good
great friends. My
question.
kids fucking love me no matter
Mental
what.
health is always
So it's
important.
just stay healthy, stay training, and see what comes out of it. I don't think I lost too much stock tonight, though I lost the fight. People saw that I come here to fight. I'm not here to pity pat or fucking eat salads and post it on Instagram. I just come to fight. That's all I do. So just get right back on the workhorse and get to it.
Facts.
Masvidal.
Yes, sir.
Hey, champ.
Hey, what's up, stud?
What's up, man?
All right, so we're gonna stop that right there for Jorge's press conference, and we're gonna jump to Nate's.
Pop. What's poppin' with it? No YouTubers and no little bitches. I YouTubers, little bitch.
No YouTuber and no little
I
bitches.
got it. Josh Gross over here with the Orange County Register. 5 years ago, 5 years ago, you made this fight happen. You made it out of thin air. You called out George. Could you have imagined that it would lead to something like this, something this big? Was that in your head at all?
Yeah, I figured whatever I was gonna do next was gonna be big back then too. And
Yo, salute to Nate, man. He a real G, man. Even though I was going for Jorge, I have none against Nate, man. He came to fight, and being in that fight, being in California, being with uh Nate Crowd, salute to him. He came to fight as well. I take none from this dude. He's a real baller for real.
nobody's doing much or do anything much. So uh, I like motherfuckers who could get it popping, and they should recognize that too. Do the same.
Nate, right here. Simon Simano with MMA Junkie. Um, you walk away from this fight with a majority victory. Is it a satisfying victory?
Yeah. As far as boxing goes, and that, and then what was the round count? What was the 7-3? Yeah, that's cool. But
A little bit more that
when it's been a real fight, but I'm happy
This
to
is
have the opportunity to
this
fight
nigga
some
Nate,
people
man.
who I like a real fight. So it was good to have an opponent. We had something to fucking fight for.
Yeah.
what would be your assessment of the fight? Because Jorge came in here and said that you put pressure with a lot of volume, but you never really hurt him, and that he landed the bigger shots in the fight. Is that accurate to you, or what do you think of
I
his
think he
assessment?
threw the harder shots and was trying to kill, but couldn't get no jobs done. I never really got hurt. He made with a couple things. I was like, all right, motherfucker, I'm not gonna let you do that again. But if it was shorter round, I think we could have done a lot more damage.
And he
But
landed
10
more
rounds.
and he
I
landed
couldn't go
more
like that.
punches than you. So
Now that it's tied 1-1 between you guys, and he's got the victory from 5 years ago that felt a little, I know you felt a little burned by it, that it was taken from you from doctors. This fight ends in a majority decision. Does it feel like this chapter of your career is closed, or would you like to run a trilogy with Jorge?
That's a whole nother situation for later. I think we're 1-0 on each other. He got to win
I think it means 1-1.
MMA, and I got to fight. I got to win in boxing.
Yeah,
So
1-1. Yeah.
who knows what's gonna happen next with him? But at some
Round
point,
3. I mean, not round 3. Fight 3.
And in the ring, you got on the mic, and the very first thing you did was you called out Jake Paul. Can we act? It's a fight that's been
that was
talked
just
about.
off the top of my head. I would like to whip his ass. I would like to. I would like to get a win against Leon Edwards, who's the best fighter in the
Yeah,
world right
Leon.
now at 170, and I think that's what something major who's actually gonna,
Can't believe Nate wants to fight
something
Leon
that
again.
that I can take and put in a credential box. That's what I'm going for. I'm not playing for no fucking fun fights because that shit ain't fun.
Last thing for me, just to follow up, then, the fact that the Jake Paul fight has been talked about for the last 2+ years, it seems. You guys have gone back and forth with each other on social media. You guys have gotten into it
Jake
before.
Paul.
How realistic can we see?
Didn't
a
they
fight
already
between you
fight?
guys, whether that's boxing or an MMA?
It's fucking pretty realistic as far as I'm concerned.
Thought he fought.
That's
Thought he
the
already
only
fought
thing I
Jake.
got in my head is whoever thinks they're fucking tight could get their ass whipped.
Nate, right here.
Oh no, there's two
I
Paul
asked Chris
brothers,
this
so
question
maybe
as
he
well.
fought
They
the other
released,
one.
The payment before the fights tonight, and a lot of the members of Team Diaz were getting paid pretty well. So how does that feel to see your team getting paid well and the team being brought up together? And do you think that more people in combat sports should look out for their team the way that you do?
First and foremost, shout out to my boy right there with the Nelk Boys. Happy Dad, and I see you consistent with this shit. That's tight. And everybody who's with me is fucking doing what I do, and they deserve the world. So, and a lot of other fighters probably in a similar situation. So it's up to them if they gonna get it, because we're gonna get it, and that's the plan. And I plan on all these guys that came with me to go a lot farther than they even fucking kicked off as. Like, they're gonna fucking blow up to the max if they keep their eyes on them, because these are the guys that'll take the war with me.
And that's one thing. He takes care of his
And then I just
guys,
wanted to
man.
ask about the
The
tribute to
Diaz
Mike
crew,
Tyson, the big
he
reel that
takes
you
care of
walked
his
out with.
dudes.
Um,
And they all talk
what
the
was
same.
what
It's
was the story
weird.
behind it?
That's what this whole shit is all about. You come in here and fucking whip ass, and if you got the fucking mics and the cameras on you, you tell them what was real. And when I saw Mike Tyson walk out like that, that's the fucking That's what this whole shit's about.
Hey, Nate. Carla Prusa MMA. The crowd was going absolutely electric tonight. That place was nuts. Do you enjoy getting a fight from your home state crowd?
Yeah, I love it. I love that. I know where everything's at here. I know a bunch of people here, and this is the best state and the best country in the world. So
Yup.
why would I not
Definitely
want to
best
be here?
country in the world.
Last question. Are fight days a little different without Nick?
100% less scary and fucking intense. And yes,
Hmm.
if Nick's here, I better kill that motherfucker because that shit wasn't good enough.
Damn.
And Danny here with Chicana Boxing. So, what are you gonna smoke after this? Like what's the deal?
You got any weed?
Not with me, man. They checked me at the door.
Roll that shit up. Whoever got it.
Oh yeah. Hey, Nick's
Yeah, whatever.
Nick's intro was cool, man. The
Wrestling,
walkout
did you
intro.
get a chance to see any highlights from
Smoke
Chris's
some
performance? And if so, what did you
weed.
think?
Well, I watched Chris
That was a
fight
cool
and
intro, man. You a real
he
one
got me
for real.
fucking.
And he had that shirt that says "Be Real."
That shit got me more
If you haven't seen that walkout for the fight, check
Oh
it
man,
out.
pumped up and warmed up. I was like, I knew it would be like that, but you know how it is. Your boy's going to fight, and when he went in there and round one happened, I was like, all right, warm up, round, and then I saw stuff start happening. I was like, no way, Chris got this, and Chris the best boxer. Chris,
But anyways, yeah, man, I'm gonna stop it right there. Salute to Nate. Salute to Jorge. Salute to both of them for putting on a show, man. They put on a show for everybody out there. So salute to those guys for real, man. Hope y'all like the video. Gonna be dropping more later. So peace out.